Hey, great morning indeed. It's fucking beautiful and the sun is fucking out. And I'm sorry I had went live a minute ago before this shit, but because I'm outside, obviously, the internet I guess cut off and I couldn't tell if it was still recorded, so I just started to fuck over. Anyways, y'all motherfuckers need to know your motherfucking worth. You need to stop letting motherfuckers tell you who the fuck you are. And you need to start realizing who the fuck you are. You can't depend on the motherfucker. They don't even know who the fuck they are. How are they gonna tell you? If you got a motherfucker that's putting you down and not fucking lifting you up at all, niggas, you need to get the fuck away from that person because they're not just gonna change it. They are not gonna change. They are gonna keep bringing you down so you don't know who the fuck you are. A lot of people tend to do that shit. You're gonna find out, and that's the last thing they want. If a motherfucker is putting you down, he don't love you. You don't need a question. Does he or does she love me? The answer is no, nigga. Live with the fucking truth. The truth hurts, but we need that motherfucker. Or we're gonna end up losing our motherfucking selves, and that shit is not worth it. That shit is not worth it. I know who the fuck I am, but I forgot. I forgot because I had my whole motherfucking life. My mom, my sisters, my brothers, my cousins, my aunts, every motherfucker that passed by in my motherfucking life used to tell me I wasn't shit. I wasn't shit. And that's not right. Cause I am. I am the shit, nigga. I do everything. I do every motherfucking thing. I know who the fuck I am. I know what the fuck I'm capable of doing. I don't need a motherfucker telling me I ain't shit. Fuck you, nigga. I wasn't shit when I was cooking, when I was cleaning, when I was washing your motherfucking clothes, fixing your motherfucking bed, popping your motherfucking back, rubbing your motherfucking feet, going to the store, making sure you had everything from cigarettes to candy to pop to whatever the fuck you wanted. Make sure you had it, nigga. You didn't have to have no worries when you were with me, nigga. But you were the worry. You were the motherfucker, and you wasn't worth this shit. Don't ever let a motherfucker tell you that. I don't give a fuck how good you think that dick is or how good you say that pussy is. That shit is not worth it. You're saying that shit is worth your whole self. Your whole motherfucking self. And it's not. Because I promise you, baby girl, baby boy, that next motherfucker out there will treat you right like they're supposed to. Will have common fucking sense on how to treat a human being. You don't have to force the motherfucker to act right. But you do have is your choice to let the motherfucker keep treating you the way they're treating you or to fucking leave. There's no you can't sit there and want both. Let a motherfucker who's abusing you mentally, physically, whatever the fuck, let them go. I promise you something better is out there. You don't have to sit there and deal with their bullshit. You don't. And for them motherfuckers to tell you you ain't shit, that ain't right. That ain't right. I know what the fuck I bring to the motherfucking table, but yet every motherfucker I came across had to tell me I wasn't shit, I was worthless, I was this, I was that. They left, but let me tell you, that motherfuckers are coming back. That motherfuckers want you back. Fuck that. You don't take a motherfucker back. There ain't no second chances with me. Y'all motherfuckers don't want to act right, want to put me down, and want to make it seem like I don't know who the fuck I am because I was lost. Mm-mm. I can't. You can't. I can't. You motherfuckers can't be letting motherfuckers do that shit to you no more. Take control of whoever the fuck you are. You know who the fuck you are. Whether it's good or bad, you know who the fuck you are, and own up to that shit. Own up to whoever the fuck you are. Motherfuckers want to jump on here, saying I'm fucking lying and telling you guys whatever the fuck. I have no reason. I have no motherfucking reason to sit here and lie to you motherfuckers about anything. If anything, every motherfucker that came across me knows I never fucked them. I never fucked them over. Not like they do me. And I have every motherfucking reason in my motherfucking life to do the same shit that they did to me. But an eye for an eye does not make it right. It makes the whole world blind. And that's what y'all motherfuckers are doing right now. And I tend to not follow the motherfucking crowd. I tend to not do what the fuck y'all motherfuckers are doing. And y'all motherfuckers are broken right now. You motherfuckers are broken right now. And that's okay. We're all broken. I'm still healing. I'm not perfect. And nor do I claim to be. But I tell you what, I know who the fuck I am. I know that little ass nigga is not gonna tell me that I didn't do shit, that I'm lying and shit. The fuck? What I gotta lie to you guys for? I don't get shit out of it. I'm telling you what the fuck I went through because the universe is making me get on this motherfucker to sit there and talk to somebody. Somebody needs to hear what the fuck I gotta say. Somebody's going through what the fuck I went through, or somebody went through what the fuck I went through, and they need to know how the fuck to get to it. So I'm talking to that motherfucker. If that motherfucker ain't you, and you don't give a fuck about what I'm saying, then nigga, you don't have to watch this shit. You don't have to watch this shit because I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the motherfucker who needs to hear what the fuck I gotta say. It's not like me. Every day I have 1,000 motherfucking reasons why I don't want to get on this motherfucker. Why I don't I oh it's too cold. Oh whatever the fuck. But the universe is like, you need to talk to these motherfuckers. You got a voice, you need to motherfucking use it and let these motherfuckers know. They need to know the motherfucking words. They need to know who the fuck they are. I was one of his motherfuckers. I literally felt like I had nobody to talk to. Nobody to understand me. I felt that, but I needed that. You need that alone time. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to be alone and work on your motherfucking self. Don't ever feel like, oh, I'm alone. This is it. I'm gonna die. Blah blah blah. Embrace that motherfucking shit. If you can't spend time with yourself alone, then how the fuck do you expect somebody else to want to enjoy spending time with you? Come on, y'all niggas need to stop that independent shit. Y'all niggas need to stop. You want to talk to somebody? Talk to your motherfucking angels. Talk to motherfucking angels that's sitting right next to you all the time. They can't come to you willingly or just openly. You have to call on to them. You have to tell them, I need guidance. Guide me. They will. Trust me, I did the same motherfucking shit when I was fucking broken. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck if you believe me or not. I was fucking broken. I got on my motherfucking hands and knees after a long motherfucking time. I just cried out to them. I cried out to the motherfucking angels in the universe and I asked them, what the fuck do you guys want from me? I know what I did wasn't my fault. I know what happened wasn't my fault. I didn't cheat. I didn't lie. I didn't deceive. I didn't do none of that motherfucking shit. I did what I was supposed to do, and that was be me. That was be me, and that wasn't enough. That was not enough. What did I get? I got guff, and I got a list for 5 months of every single thing that a motherfucker did not like about me, and then I still tried. I still motherfucking tried. Maybe if I do it this way, maybe if I don't do that, maybe no, that shit lost me. That shit lost me. I was lost before I was broken. I could feel this nigga wasn't right for me. I could feel it in my soul, and I still did not want to let go. I still wanted to hold on and believe. No, just let me change this nigga. Just let me change it. I promise you. I could show this nigga differently. I could show this nigga I'm not the same bitch as he's used to. I could show the nigga he could just be him. You don't have to fake to be somebody else, nigga. But he didn't want to change. I can't change him. He didn't want to change. He gets a kick out of that shit. He gets a kick out of a little 2, 3 likes to get on fucking Facebook for some stupid ass shit you heard somebody say, and now you went back and repeated shit like a fucking mockingbird, nigga. Come on, don't let motherfuckers tell you who the fuck you are because they're gonna tell you a whole motherfucking lie just to break you, just to break you. Because of course they don't want to uplift you. They don't want to tell you who the fuck you really are. I never got. Thank you for going to the hospital with me. I never got. Thank you for rubbing my back. Thank you for picking me and taking me to work. Picking me up and taking me to work. Thank you for rubbing my feet. Thank you for cooking, cleaning, throwing out the trash, cleaning the house, washing my clothes, fixing the bed, rolling blunts for me. Thank you for making sure I had my cigarettes, my coffee, or he didn't drink coffee, Mountain Dews, um, chocolates. Thank you. Never got none of that shit. But I still did it because you know why? Because that wasn't him telling me what I needed to do. That was me just being me. And he took advantage of that motherfucking shit. But nigga, I know who the fuck I am. You can't sit there and tell me because you bought me a pair of shoes, ain't no nigga gonna ever fucking take care of me like you do, nigga. That's all you fucking did was buy me a motherfucking pair of shoes. And all I got told is, oh, you ain't never gonna find a nigga to love you like I do. Nigga, I can buy my own motherfucking shoes and I can love my motherfucking self. You better believe that shit, nigga. You got me all the way fucked up to even think that I was gonna sit here and keep playing your motherfucking games. I did. I did. I knew you were playing games. I knew you were playing games, and I played along because I was bored. I played along because I wanted to see the odds. what's different and what I could change. Now I knew I can change you. I knew it. And I still fucking tried. I still tried to change this motherfucker. You can't. You will break your motherfucking self. You will lose yourself. And once you lose yourself, you ain't got shit. You ain't shit. And then you start believing, maybe these motherfuckers are right. Why the fuck do I want to live? Who the fuck am I? No, if you got a good heart, fuck them. Fuck them. And nobody should treat you the way they want because they feel shit like a shitty person. And they are a shitty person. Don't let a motherfucker tell you who the fuck you are. You stand up and you know who the fuck you are. Before you get in any relationship with anybody, be comfortable with your motherfucking self. If you can't be comfortable with yourself, the relationship ain't gonna work because you're faking it. You're faking whatever. Who the fuck you are, what the fuck games you play, whatever the fuck. Be comfortable with yourself, with the truth, with everything. If you lie to your motherfucking self, you lost yourself, and you need to find it. You need to go within. I'm not making fun of y'all motherfuckers because it was me. I was broken. I was lost, and I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say. It's what I went through. Nobody should have a motherfucking negative to say about my motherfucking videos, anyways, because I ain't. This is what I went through, and if I do talk about a motherfucker, it's because they fucked me over, and I'm tired of shutting the fuck up. Y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna tell me I need to shut the fuck up about anybody that I talk about, even if it's you, because you know what kind of dirtball motherfucker you really was, and I'm a stand-up motherfucker. I don't sit here. I don't cheat. I've never cheated in none of my motherfucking relationships because that's not who the fuck I am. I thought about it, yes. Have I thought about it? Fuck yeah. I wanted to get back. But you know what? I thought, for what? What good is that gonna do for me to just end up giving my body to a whole nother motherfucker that I just want to fuck and bust a nut with for one motherfucking night to make this motherfucker feel what I felt? He ain't gonna feel what the fuck I felt. He's just gonna justify it and say, okay, well, I'd rather her still be broken. I could tell she's still broken by the way that she went to go jump in another nigga's bed. That bitch is broken. And he would rather have me broken than me being fixed and healed and seeing the real shit for what the fuck it really is. I thought about it when one of my exes cheated on me. I wanted to lie about it and shit. I thought about, okay, I'm gonna fuck a nigga. Just to get back at him. I thought about it. I went to a bar with my motherfucking mom. My mom was quick to be like, come on. I went to a bar. I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna find a nigga. I'm gonna fuck him to make this nigga feel the way I felt. But when I got there, I couldn't do it. I could not fucking do it. I was like, we gotta go. I had a drink, then we fucking left. I was like, I have to fucking go because I can't portray myself to be a scumbag just like this nigga was. I can't because he was it. I wasn't gonna lower my motherfucking self for that shit. We went home. I couldn't do it. And I always felt bad. Like, fuck, I wish I could just cheat on these motherfuckers like they do me. But that's not me. And I'm not gonna make it be me. All I could do is, hey, if you realize the motherfucker's cheating on you, let him go. Let him go. That shit's gonna hurt and you're not gonna want to, but them cheating on you should have hurted you enough for you to wake the fuck up, for you to say, okay, you want to run to another motherfucker? I wasn't good enough, let them go. You can't sit here and prove your worth to a motherfucker that doesn't even know their own. You need to know who the fuck you are, and I promise you, that motherfucker you're crying about, it isn't gonna matter once you start loving yourself. It's not gonna matter what he's doing, what she's doing, who they're fucking, anything. You just wishing the best, and you pray to God that they ain't hurting the next motherfucker. You pray to God they finally wake up, because that shit is not cute. That motherfucker hurt me, and he's running, doing the same shit to other bitches. But you know what? I still hope that that nigga changes. I still have hope for this nigga. I still hope to God he wakes the fuck up and fucking finally realizes, you know what? That bitch is right. That bitch is right. But the truth motherfucking hurts. And you have to really accept that motherfucker for what the fuck it really is, not for what the fuck you want it to be. That shit, that shit will break you. My whole motherfucking life, everybody that I came across somehow fucking damaged me. Somehow made me feel like I wasn't shit. So throughout me having relationships, that's how I felt. Like I was a shit when I was little. My whole motherfucking childhood, I got fucking molested by my mom's boyfriend. Every nigga she decided to fuck, every nigga my sister was with, they all came after me, touching me and shit, being with me. And I didn't like that shit. But when I sat there and I would tell them, they wouldn't believe me. I literally was by myself. I had nobody. Nobody sit there and tell these motherfuckers stop. I was a kid. I had nobody. I had my mom, my sister, everybody I went to for help would tell me I was lying. Yeah, I wanted them. I wanted their nigga. The fuck? If I wanted their nigga, why would I come to you? Why did that nigga come to you then and telling you that I tried to hit on that motherfucker? That's because they were sick and demented and damaged. They wanted me sick, demented, and damaged. So, because I was getting touched and everything, I used to pray to God, just let me be ugly to people. Just let me be ugly to people so they stop fucking touching me. So I could fucking sleep. So I couldn't pass by. I couldn't pass by these niggas that touching me. Fucking putting their hand in my pants and shit in my shirt. And nobody fucking stopping it. But I had to shut the fuck up. I had to shut the fuck up. And when I did, that shit broke me. That shit broke me. It wasn't just this last nigga I was with. He did it in a whole nother he was probably the last motherfucking straw, but he wasn't the only reason why I was fucked. It made me not even be comfortable in relationships with niggas. It makes me that's why I'm not even crazy about sex. Honest to God, that if I'm in a relationship, we don't even have to have sex. It's not even about me. That's not even what I crave in a motherfucker. If I'm after you or I want you or I'm with you, it's sex is the last motherfucking thing. Obviously it comes with it, but that's just a bonus. That ain't the main motherfucking thing. That's why this nigga all he had was dick to offer me. And that's why it's not enough because sex isn't what drives me crazy. Sex isn't what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a motherfucker who understands me for me. Not one that I have to change. A motherfucker that understands me for what the fuck I went through and understands, hey, I'm not, but I'm trying. I'm healing. I'm just me. A motherfucker who appreciates the shit that I fucking do because I don't have to do it. Fucking all that shit I did for a motherfucker I was with, I did because that's who the fuck I am. That's because I believe that's how you should treat a motherfucker. When you're with a nigga, I believe you should treat that nigga right. You should treat that nigga like he's your motherfucking empress because you're an empress. Emperor. You treat the motherfucker like he's your fucking king and he's sitting right on the next throne with you, nigga. This nigga cheated on me, whatever the fuck. I didn't think about doing that shit to him. And nigga, I could fuck half your motherfucking friends to let you be honest. I could fuck your motherfucking friends, made you look like a dirt goofball that you really are, nigga. But I have more self-respect for me. It's respecting my motherfucking self, not you, nigga. Because I don't give a fuck who does what to you, nigga. What comes around goes around, nigga. And whatever comes your way, you own up to that shit just like I had to, nigga. You own up to that shit. I keep talking to this nigga. This nigga is my number one fan, and you know why y'all niggas want to know why this nigga is my number one fan? Is because this nigga knows he's sitting here trying to see how fucking broken I am, how healed I am, how far along I am, to see if he can sneak back in my motherfucking life, do the same motherfucking shit he already did. Because I would be stupid enough to believe he changed because I would be stupid enough to believe shit was gonna be different. You got me fucked up. Shit ain't gonna be different. But if I get back with this nigga back, I guarantee you this shit's gonna be different now because I ain't accepted this motherfucker back. Fuck no, I ain't accepting another nigga that's just like this nigga. You got me fucked up, and I'm gonna talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about because this is how I feel. And what I'm the fucking one that had to go through and what I'm dealing with. I don't give a fuck if people agree with what I went through. It's my motherfucking life. You have your own. If you have a problem with what the fuck I'm speaking on, then go make your own motherfucking channel and you go explain to those motherfuckers what the fuck you're feeling because I really don't give a fuck. You could sit here and of course people are gonna come in my life and say I'm lying, I'm this, I'm not this. But what the fuck do I get out of lying? What the fuck do I get out of it? Why can't you tell the truth? You could destroy my motherfucking life with the lie, supposedly, but I could destroy yours with the truth, nigga. And there ain't no reason for me to lie to you motherfuckers. I ain't sitting out here trying to sell you shit. I ain't trying to sit out here trying to change your religion. I ain't sitting out here trying to do anything against your motherfucking will. So I ain't gotta lie about shit. You believe whatever you want to believe. But I guarantee you, these motherfuckers will come back and they will try to fuck you over again because you got a good heart. You got to forgive them and you feel bad. Fuck that shit. I'm here to tell you, motherfuckers, The love you want to give to that motherfucker, give to yourself. Give to yourself. There's so many motherfucking people out here saying fuck love, and that makes me so sad. That makes me sad because you know what? To be honest, I was one of them motherfuckers. I was one of them motherfuckers who said fuck love because of what happened to me. But I thought, why should I say fuck love? Because of what happened to me with the last nigga. That nigga, it was never the love that fucked me over. It was never the love. It was the lover. It was the nigga who fucked me over that didn't know what love was. So don't sit here saying fuck love because a motherfucker you got with the damaged motherfucker and they couldn't love themselves. You need to fucking realize it's not the love. Go out there. Drop that fool for something new. I'm telling you, this is a message for somebody. Y'all motherfuckers drop that motherfucker and I promise work on yourself and that motherfucker will come. That motherfucker will come. It makes me sad to know how many motherfuckers are damaged. And I promise I wish I could give all you motherfuckers a hug. I wish I could because I needed one. I needed one and I couldn't even get it. But you know what? I hugged my motherfucking self. I hugged my motherfucking self. And I found my motherfucking self. Am I still hurt? Maybe. Am I still in love with the motherfucker? Hell motherfucking no. Hell motherfucking no. I know that. And I'm still healing. I am still healing. But every day I love myself more and more and more. And I know the motherfucker that is right for me, that is right for me, he's out there. There's somebody out there for everybody. We might not want it to be the person we think it is. Maybe we're used to dark girls and it's a white girl. Maybe we're used to skinny, fit people, and it's kind of a heavy set person. We can't judge them off of that shit. It's how they fucking treat you. It shouldn't matter how they fucking look, anyways. That shit. I had a handsome motherfucker, and what good the fuck did that do me? What good did it do me to sit there and say I had somebody who looked good for his kind of looked good for his age? What good did that do when he was so fucking ugly inside? What good did that do? It broke me. And why the fuck would I want to feel like shit to sit there and portray? Oh, I got a handsome or I got a beautiful bitch. Fuck that. That's a fucking mask. That's an illusion. I'm letting you know now. That's the motherfucking illusion. It ain't really what that motherfucker looks like. It's the devil. It's the demons. They know that that's what you were attracted to. They knew you were looking for somebody who was had to be handsome or had to be fucking beautiful, and they brought it to you. They brought it to you, but that motherfucker was not beautiful on the inside. That motherfucker was ugly as fuck. Fuck, pitch black. That's all I see in that nigga's soul is darkness. But I thought I could make this nigga see the light. I thought you can't do that. You cannot motherfucker do that. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. You cannot change a motherfucker. You cannot change a motherfucker. You could do you and let the nigga take notes and realize not everybody is the same. But you can't change who the fuck you are for a motherfucker. You cannot. Like I said, for 5 months, I got told what the fuck a motherfucker didn't like about me. Not one time did I get told what he did like about me. Not one thing do I even know this nigga liked about me. But fuck that nigga's validations and fuck his likes anyway. I know what the fuck I did for this nigga. This nigga knows what the fuck I did for this nigga. Why you think he's still trying to destroy me? So that I don't find happiness within myself. So I don't sit there and know who the fuck I really am. So I don't sit there and go looking for the right motherfucker that's gonna treat me right. He wants me to sit there and think I'm less than. So I can run back to this motherfucker and be like, you know you what? You know what? You're right. You know you what? You're right. I do love you. Nah, nigga, I love myself. That's what the fuck I did. The difference between me and this nigga is I ran to love myself. I didn't go looking for another motherfucker to go jump in his motherfucking bed. This nigga did though. The same motherfucking night that nigga left me, this nigga left me at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. By fucking 9 o'clock in the night, he was in somebody else's bed in a whole nother motherfucking state. And this motherfucker still want to call me 2-3 days later talking about, oh, I love you, I miss you. Oh, I went to jail. Give me all kinds of bullshit ass motherfucking excuse why he didn't call me for those 3 days that he was fucking doing the honeymoon sweet shit with this bitch. You know what I mean? Come on. A nigga will show you a motherfucking sign. You gotta fucking You gotta see that. You gotta see the motherfucking sign. If you don't, that's on you. But it's shown to you. It's shown to every motherfucker. It was shown to me. This nigga left on the, I think it was like the 17th or the 14th. I don't fucking know. Some shit like that in October. His birthday was on the 29th. This nigga really thought I was supposed to call this nigga after you just left me to be with your bitch, and I knew you was with the bitch because I called that shit out, and he still lies to me. I ain't with nobody. I'd rather cut my motherfucking dick off to fuck another one of my exes, whatever the fuck. But you're living with your blind wife, nigga. The fucking own up to this shit. You ain't shit but a motherfucking liar, and that shit makes me sick. I cannot stand motherfuckers who lie. You ain't a lie. You might as well not even be alive because you're a whole fucking dirtball. You can't be true to yourself. And once you can't be true to yourself, nigga, how do you expect a motherfucker to be true to anybody else? Yourself is all you motherfucking got. When you can't be true to yourself, that's why you want to sit there and bash people and put people down. I know what kind of people you are. I know what kind of people you are. But it was my fault because I let you motherfuckers get away with that shit. Not just him. Everybody who did that shit to me. I let them get away with that shit, but not anymore. I know my motherfucking worth. I know who the fuck I am. I don't sit here and sugarcoat shit to nobody. If we've ever fell out, it's because you were on some grimy ass motherfucking shit. It was because you were on some grimy ass shit, and I wasn't gonna put up with it. I wasn't gonna sit here and be fake with y'all motherfuckers. Mm-mm. So to please you motherfuckers, you can't please you motherfuckers. You cannot please you motherfuckers. You cannot. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. Send them motherfuckers back to their mama or send them motherfuckers to a therapist and let them try, nigga. Because I tried being in therapy and being on medication, not because of this shit, but I'm talking about shit because of my past. I tried therapy. And then therapists were like, wow, when I would tell them stories about shit I went through, they couldn't fucking comprehend the shit. Thought I was telling them a story out of a book or some shit. Wow. Oh, wow. Them therapists ended up hiding from me and shit. Fucking switching me off and shit. Never helping me, never giving me coping skills to love myself. That's why the universe seen that shit. Because I tried to go get help. I tried. And all they kept doing was numbing me down and numbing me down and dumbing me down. Fucking giving me medications, giving me medications. Here you go. Here you go. You're fucking crazy. Here you go. Here you go. Never a fucking way to help me. Not even meditation did they fucking refer to me. They only medication. Only medication, not even meditation. Y'all niggas better remember that shit. Because we're out here to believe we're fucking victims. By everybody. By every motherfucking body. We're out here to be victims and I'm not. That's one thing you got me fucked up. I'm not a motherfucking victim to no motherfucking body. I used to have that mindset because that's what the fuck I was taught. But once you outthink what you were fucking taught, and you sit there and try to think of why am I taught I'm a victim? That don't even make sense. Why is your Jesus taught he's a motherfucking victim too? Y'all niggas need to stop looking for validation or likes from a motherfucker. And they can show their like up their motherfucking ass. I guarantee you that because ain't nobody gonna make me feel less than again. I promise you that. Ain't nobody unless I let them. But why would I do that? I know who the fuck I am. I lost my motherfucking self a long time ago. And like I said, because I got touched and shit when I was little, I used to pray, why can't people just see it? I'm ugly. Why can't? And then doing that shit, I made myself feel so fucking ugly. I made myself feel so ugly. I hated people after that. Getting touched and everything else, I hated motherfuckers. That I couldn't even run to my mom. My mom was just fine that it was okay because that was her nigga. Or my sister because that was her nigga. And they felt like shit, the dirt balls that they were, that they couldn't get nobody else. But they wanted motherfuckers to sit there. And then instead of confronting their nigga, they was telling me I was a whore. I was this. I was touching their man or whatever the fuck. This nigga's a grown ass man. All of them was grown ass men, and I was a kid. And it was my fault. And they used to make me believe that shit, but now that I'm wiser and I'm older, that shit wasn't my fault. That shit was my fault. I was a motherfucking kid. And just like I stand up for motherfucking kids, I don't give a fuck if they're mine or not. I would stand up for a motherfucking kid because nobody stood up for me when I was a kid. I literally fend for my motherfucking self. I was raised from the motherfucking streets or in group homes. In the state, I was watered with the motherfucker. I didn't have a motherfucking mom or my motherfucking grandma. When I wasn't in the motherfucking in the state system, I used to be able to run over there. But I could only do that for so long. My grandma wasn't my motherfucking mom, but she was one that did help me. She was one I could rely on and I could run to with my mom being a prostitute and me coming home from school and this bitch having fucking 6 guys laid out in the motherfucking living room and 4 motherfucking others with her in the room. I would see that shit. I would walk the fuck out. I would walk the fuck out because I knew if I stood there, my mom was gonna try to make these motherfuckers have me as well. I'm not fucking stupid. I've been smart ever since I was little, but I pretend to be dumb. I pretend because it's fun. It's fun to show y'all motherfuckers how you really think you know a motherfucker. You think you're the only one who's lying about who the fuck you really are. You lie in a bad, seeming motherfucking way by can't being honest with yourself. That's how you lie, and you lie to other people. But I lie within my motherfucking self by saying that I'm fucking a lot dumber than what I am because I like playing this shit. I like playing this shit. And then when you think I was really dumb and you come at me with your stupidest shit, I come at you and you be like, what the fuck? This bitch wasn't as dumb as she did. No, nigga, I played dumb. Don't forget that shit. I played dumb like a motherfucker. And I like it. So I do it. Y'all motherfuckers gonna get tired of getting put the fuck down. And if you don't, I don't know why you motherfuckers think you have to accept the shit. You don't have to do shit. If a motherfucker is telling you he hates you rather than telling you he loves you, if a motherfucker is telling you you're ugly rather than you're beautiful, if a motherfucker is telling you he's thankful rather than you're trash, you need to leave. You need to leave. It doesn't matter. Figure that motherfucking shit out and love yourself. And I promise you, the universe will have your motherfucking back, and she will guide you through whatever the fuck you need to get through. But don't stay in that shit. Do not stay in that shit. They want me to shut the fuck up and not tell y'all motherfuckers because a lot of motherfuckers need to hear the shit. Maybe there's a lot of motherfuckers that don't have nobody they can't talk to. I really don't. I have not even a handful of people I could call when when I have a question or when I'm feeling like a shitty person or less than. I can't really pick up a motherfucking phone and call somebody because chances are those motherfuckers are gonna or the narcissist that I'm trying to get the fuck away from, and of course they're not gonna make me better myself. They're gonna tell me I'm less than. I don't deserve shit. Yeah, I'm on this, on that. Yeah, I know who the fuck I am. There's bitches out there that don't even cook. I cook. There's bitches out there that clean. I clean. And this is shit that just comes naturally to me. I'm an old school. I love that old school shit. That shit, this new shit is dumb. So I cook, I clean, I fucking wash the clothes, fix the bed. I fucking make sure my motherfucking nigga is good. My nigga is good. But they don't do that shit for me. I rub their motherfucking backs, but they don't do that shit in return. Why? Because they feel they're better than me? Nigga, I went to work just like you. But the difference is when you got home, I made you feel like you was somebody. I made you feel like you was somebody asking you, did your back hurt? That's what any nigga I'm with. I will make sure you're motherfucking good because that's the kind of person I am. But most of the time they don't return that shit back to you. They don't they don't appreciate it because of what you did and because of who you are. They don't appreciate shit. But I know what the fuck I do. And can the motherfucker tell me I don't? They can, but it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. I'm at peace with myself. I found myself. I know who the fuck I am. I know what my motherfucking worth is, nigga. And I guarantee you another dirtball is not never gonna treat me the way these motherfuckers been treating me. I guarantee you. I refuse to let a motherfucker do that again. And I only let a motherfucker do that because I was lost. I was lost for a long time. I lost myself because every motherfucker who came into my life and fucked me up, I held on to that shit. I held on to it, and it made me feel so fucking disgusting. It made me feel like I wasn't shit, but that shit isn't true. They came at me even harder because they didn't want me to know who the fuck I was. They seen who the fuck I was, how how bright my motherfucking light was, and they did me that motherfucker down. They did, and through my whole motherfucking life, I always questioned myself. Why did it seem that I had to go through what I went through? We're getting molested, we're getting tortured, we're getting beat with every single motherfucking thing I had to go through. And then it was because I used to think, fuck, can I just get a break? Can I just get a fucking break and find one normal motherfucker to be in my life? One motherfucking normal person to not tear me down. One motherfucking normal person to not sit there and be like the next motherfucker. But I didn't have that. Everybody came in my motherfucking life that tore me down is because they knew who the fuck I was. I was supposedly the black sheep of the fucking family. And I was sitting there looking for love for these motherfucking weirdos. They were my family, and that's what they teach you. You love your family, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, how come nobody in my motherfucking family even acknowledges me, even loves me? And I'm the caring one. I was the one who was sharing. I was the one that wasn't like that. And they didn't like that. When I was sitting there getting touched, and I ran to my mom, and I told her that it was my grandma's cousin at the time. And I told my mom, this nigga tried to touch me. I fought him off. And I didn't let him. And she was like, um, she asked my sister. And my sister was in the motherfucking room with me. And she was playing with the motherfucking tea set. And my sister, I went into the room and she was like, come play with me, come play with me. So like dumbass, I went to go play with my sister. And this motherfucker was laying on the bed. And I thought that was weird or not. But I still did it. And as soon as I went next to her to go play with her, this nigga threw me over him and threw me on the other side of him on the bed and started telling me to take my motherfucking clothes off. And I was fighting him. And I was like, no, no, no. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. My sister didn't come and help me. She was she was already letting him touch her for candy, for money, for whatever the fuck. But that shit wasn't me. That shit wasn't right. So I fought this nigga off. And when my mom came back, I told my mom about it. And my mom did not believe me. She asked my sister and she was like, did it happen? My sister lied. And my sister said no. And my mom came to me and she was like, why the fuck are you lying? Why don't you just tell the truth? He didn't touch you. And I said, no, he touched me. And he tries to get my motherfucking clothes off, but I wouldn't let him. I fought him. I heard I somehow got off the bed. I don't know, I was fighting. I somehow got off the motherfucking bed and I tried to run to the motherfucking door. And this nigga blocked the door with the chair. And he's like, you ain't getting out. You ain't getting out. And then, not one time did my sister try to even help me. We could have fought him off together. Not one time. It was normal to her. It was okay. And my mom did the same thing. My mom said, you're a fucking liar. Just tell the truth. You're lying. Why would I lie about why? I've never been out there to hurt a motherfucker. Never been out there to hurt a motherfucker. Oh, to sit there and if I'm telling you a motherfucker is bad, he's bad. I don't try to destroy nobody. I try to uplift every motherfucking body. Everybody. And to sit there and tell me I'm lying, and that was her truth. But somehow my grandpa ended up finding out. Shout out to that nigga. I used to love that motherfucker. I resemble that nigga a lot. That motherfucker was a G. That motherfucker was just like me. Just like me. But that nigga found out. I don't know how. But I went to my grandma's house because that nigga was living with my grandma. And one day I went over there. I don't know if he sent for me or what, but they took me over there. My grandpa was waiting for me. And I opened the door. And this nigga had the dude that was trying to rape me or whatever he was trying to do touch me. I don't know. My grandpa had him on the floor on his knees and had a gun to his motherfucking head. And this nigga asked me, do you want me to blow this nigga's head off? And by the way, I thought, if you blow his head off, you're going to jail for the rest of your life. And you just took your life trying to fucking help me. And I told this nigga, I told him no. I told him it wasn't worth it. He didn't do nothing because I fought him. He didn't. He wasn't able to rape me. And I felt if I told my grandpa to do it, I was losing all over again. Because I'd have lost him. He would have went to prison. I would have lost him. And I didn't want that. So I told him that. I told him no. I said he didn't rape me. He didn't he didn't get to touch me. He tried, he did. So like I was told this nigga, you're fucking lucky. You're fucking lucky. Cause I'd have killed you. And I believe my grandpa. I told him I'd have killed you. But I was so glad he did it. My grandpa ended up pistol whipping this nigga. This nigga ended up doing a fucking flip over and shit. And everything. But my grandpa was the one that would have my back. Like I said, I don't know how he found out. Because I didn't run back and tell my grandpa. I didn't. I don't know how he knew. But I always thought that was dope of him. Because out of anybody, that nigga helped me. That nigga showed me that it's not right for people to be touching you. And I always thought back, like, damn, my grandpa's crazy. Because he didn't give a fuck if he was going to lose his life. He did not give a fuck. If he had to spend the rest of it, he knew the consequences. If I said, yeah, if I was a stupid motherfucker and resentful or hateful and out to get people just because they hurt me, I would have had my grandpa shoot this nigga. And I wouldn't have felt bad. But I didn't. Because I knew it's not right just because they're evil and they're fucked up. Don't try to get even with them. Don't. Because it's not going to make you feel good. It's not. But there's a lot of motherfuckers come to me and tell me they've been touched and everything else, and I don't know how to get through it. You could get through it. The shit still hurts or whatever, but you got this. I got this. We got this. This ain't it. Like, a lot of motherfuckers will tell you, don't talk about it. They shut me the fuck up for a long ass time. Even try to justify that I was lying about what the fuck I was going through. That it was okay. That it was okay that throughout my whole motherfucking life, everybody was fucking touching me. Everybody was touching me. And I get with boyfriends and I don't know how to fucking even be. Because those motherfuckers fucked me up. Because I let them. Because I wanted to shut the fuck up about it because it made me feel dirty. It made me feel dirty that my motherfucking cousin that I grew up with, had the nerve to sit there and touch me. To sit there and touch me. And I told my aunt about it, and she said, you better never tell a motherfucker about this. You shut the fuck up. And you don't tell nobody about this. And I said, what the fuck? I came to you. You should have fucking been there for me. She was torturing me every motherfucking day, beating me, just torturing me, thinking that shit was cute and funny because she was a motherfucking damaged too. You gotta pay attention to the motherfuckers that treat you like that because they're fucked up. She had me sleeping in motherfucking furnace rooms and shit as my motherfucking room as a kid. Beating me, giving me black eyes, shaving my motherfucking hair, shaving my motherfucking head because that made her feel better. Making me walk out there with no motherfucking hair. Beating me. Having my cousins beat me. Having my twin brother beat me because she got a kick out of that shit. Having my cousin try to have an affair with me and try to be with me. And even though that sick motherfucker was my fucking cousin, she didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck. But I did. She didn't want to do nothing about it. I tried to do the right thing, go to caseworkers and shit, and tell them what the fuck I was going through. they dismissed me because of her, because she was also a narcissist, and this bitch knew how to fucking talk to people and how to fucking get people to believe her. So when I had bruises all over my motherfucking body, and the caseworker used to come over, the CPS worker used to come over and check up on me, and she wouldn't even really question why I had bruises, why I had black eye, why my face was swollen, why my hair was cut and shit like that. The CPS worker didn't give a fuck because that was more paperwork on that bitch. She was a horrible caseworker, by the way. She was a horrible motherfucking caseworker. I begged that bitch multiple motherfucking times to get me out that fucking home. I begged that bitch multiple times to get me out of my motherfucking aunt's house because of that crazy, crazy nonsense that was going on in that motherfucking house. That motherfucking house was a torture, was a living hell. That motherfucking house should get burnt down to the motherfucking ground. All the craziness that I had to deal with in that motherfucker, and to turn your motherfucking eye on, your fucking, your whole body away from me and let help me, look at that. That was fucked up. That was fucked up. And I really hope that if she was still a caseworker after me, that she at least helped one motherfucking kid, because that bitch didn't want to help me. That bitch didn't want to help me. Yeah, she was working for the state, and she was a motherfucking caseworker, but she didn't give a fuck. My aunt, all my aunt had to tell her was that I was a wild child and I wanted to do my own motherfucking thing. And I was out there doing my own motherfucking thing. And the caseworker's like, oh, okay, you're just wild. You're just wild. She didn't want to listen to nothing I had to motherfucking say. My cousins touched me. My fucking aunts beating me, torturing me. You wonder why I went to school drunk. And you didn't question my nobody in the motherfucking house. But you put all the blame on me, saying, "Oh, um, she was just why I want to get drunk." Nigga, there's a reason why I needed to be drunk. There's a reason why I was numbing my motherfucking self. And I was sitting there telling you why I needed to be drunk. But you didn't see that. You seen, oh, she's just why I want to get drunk. And I was a motherfucking alcoholic. I was a motherfucking alcoholic. You mind you, I was 11 motherfucking years old going to school drunk. 11 motherfucking years old. You gotta ask yourself, where am I getting the motherfucking alcohol? Because I wasn't old enough to go get it. But the CPS worker, I'm not saying all CPS workers or DHS workers are shit, because I know a motherfucker that sit there. I know motherfuckers that are good, that would sit there and help a motherfucker. Not all of them are bad, but not all of them are there to help you neither. And if they're not there to help you, then you need to help the motherfucker yourself with anybody. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, your grandpa, your grandma, anybody. If they're not fucking helping you, then you need to motherfucking help yourself. Don't rely on them. Even with that bitch being a CPS worker, your fucking caseworker, working for the fucking state, and she was supposed to be helping me, she didn't help me. I had to get through this motherfucking shit alone. I had to get. I was 11 years old. They kept sending me back to her. Kept sending me back to my aunt's house. She was torturing. Wasn't giving me real food. Was not giving me fucking food. You know what she was giving me to eat? Fucking spoons of fucking mustard, fucking spoons of mayonnaise, shit that was expired in the refrigerator is what she gave me. Fucking candy bars, those big ass king size, big ass candy bars. I used to have to eat 3 of those at every sitting. Like she would have those. Back in the days, they used to have 3 liters, and those motherfuckers were huge. You know what I'm talking about? Those 3 liters that used to be oversized, looking oversized for $1. I used to have to drink 3 of them motherfuckers, 3 liters, and 3 big king size candy bars in one motherfucking sitting. I had to sit the fuck down and eat that shit and cannot get up until it was all gone. All 3 liters and the fucking candy bars were all gone. Nobody could sit there and get none. This bitch, I think, was trying to give me diabetes. I don't know what the fuck she was doing, but this bitch wouldn't give me real food. She would eat real food. She would go to McDonald's, Burger King, whatever the fuck, White Castles, everywhere, rallies. She'd come back with food for her and her little fucking son. But me, I had to get what the fuck was expired, spoiled in the refrigerator, or fucking candy. That's what the fuck I had to do. And when I'm sitting there begging to the caseworker to get me the fuck out this house, that I'm gonna keep running away, and so you get me the fuck out this house for good, she didn't want to. She didn't listen. Finally, me being 11 years old, I said, I can't do this. I'm gonna kill everybody in this motherfucking house. I'm gonna kill everybody in this house, and then it's gonna fall on me. It's gonna be where I was already supposedly labeled as a wild child, and now everybody's dead. I can see it already. Like, okay, That's gonna be the last straw, and they are gonna lock me up after that. And I was starting to think that was my last resort for me to get and fucking help is just killing them. Just killing them, because I guarantee you they will lock me up after that. Whether it's in a mental motherfucking institution or it's a motherfucking prison cell, at least I will be away from them. I thought that it was starting to get to the point where I felt like the only way to get away from them is to kill them. Because the caseworkers wasn't getting me away from them. They would take me back to them. Finally had court, and I told the judge, I was like, man, this is my last chance, because if they let me get back where I have to go back to that house, I'm gonna end up having to kill him. I'm gonna have to kill him. So I told the judge, my last court date, I had said, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. You guys keep telling me to go back, go back, go back, go back. Every week I was in court, they were telling me to go back because I would run away. They would find me and then they'd take me back. Right back to my aunt's house instead of helping me. Instead of listening to a motherfucking kid out there. I need help. I was telling the caseworkers, the judge, everybody, I need help. Stop sending me back over there because it's touching me. My fucking aunt is beating me. I'm getting tortured. The fuck? I'm going to school drunk, fighting, everything because of what the fuck I was dealing with behind closed doors. But I didn't tell nobody. I didn't tell nobody at school because already caseworkers was involved in my motherfucking life. Everybody was involved in my life already was telling me it was my fault. Was telling me that I needed to deal with it and cope with whatever the fuck I was going through. Instead of arresting my fucking cousin for what the fuck he did or what he was doing, for coming at my aunt, for beating the shit out of me. They justified it by telling me it was my fault. Because what? It's too much to do your motherfucking job to get me out that motherfucking house. When a motherfucker is telling you they need motherfucking help, it's not for attention. It's because they really need help and they don't know who the fuck to run to. So I told that motherfucking judge, I'm gonna end up killing everybody in the house. I'm gonna end up killing everybody, and then you guys are gonna see. You guys should have took me out that motherfucking house. I can't go back. I told her, if you make me go back, I'm gonna kill him, and then I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run. And she said, is that how you really feel? I said, I cannot go back. My aunt was in the courtroom that day, and she was like, okay. So my aunt tried to speak up and was like, no, she's got to come back home. She didn't come back home. I'm here to pick her up because that's all my aunt had to do before. And the only reason why my aunt wanted me at her motherfucking house is to torture me and is to get the fucking money that the state was giving her to have me there. That's the only reason. But she didn't give a fuck about me. She belittled me like a motherfucker. If anything, that bitch, oh my god, that bitch fucked me the fuck up mentally. Fucked me up. Every motherfucking thing that bitch did to me, she fucked me up. She is a hateful motherfucker. A hateful motherfucker. And you know what? It's okay because no matter what the fuck she did to me, no matter what the fuck she did to me, I stood the fuck back up. I know who the fuck I am today. I know who the fuck she will. She will never do that shit again. I guarantee you that. She got a kick out of the shit. You gotta understand, motherfuckers like that will tear you the fuck down just to get a laugh out of it. Tear you down to make you feel less than. My misery was her fucking happiness. I was a fucking kid. I had to stand hours in a motherfucking corner, and that wasn't enough for her. She made me kneel down on my knees for hours in a motherfucking corner, for hours, all day, all night. And soon enough later, that didn't satisfy her. So she went from making me kneel in a regular fucking corner in the house to being outside kneeling on rocks, on the craziest fucking rocks that she would think would hurt my motherfucking knees. She had me kneel on rocks for hours in front of the house, in front of everybody, so she could belittle me, so they could see what kind of person she is, because she wanted people to get a laugh out of me like she was. That's sick. But you know what? That motherfucking judge that day, that judge said you ain't going back. That judge stuck up for me, and I'm so grateful. Yeah, it took a lot of motherfuckers that I had to go through to scream for help that didn't want to help me, that didn't help me. Not only didn't want to, that didn't help me. They couldn't see that I was a fucking kid, and that these motherfuckers was playing with their mind, letting them make the believe what the fuck I was going through was a whole fucking lie and illusion because that was theirs. But I know what the fuck I was going through, and if it wasn't for that judge, who knows what the fuck I would have went back and did. If she would have released me that motherfucking day, I guarantee you, my aunt and my motherfucking cousin would have been dead because I would have killed them. I would have fucking killed them. You got, I was 11 motherfucking years old and going through the shit I went through. I would have fucking killed them. I would have slit the motherfucking throat and I would have